Well, Evo Japan has come to pass, and with it, yet another playtest of 2XKO. We're going to break down some of the new information that's come out of this updated build and get into some other things that you might have missed. But first and foremost, details from the playtest. The biggest and most obvious change to the new demo was after nearly 2 years since he was first revealed, Illaoi was finally playable for the general public. So there's been a ton of new gameplay from prominent content creators showcasing just how the Kraken Priestess plays, breaking down what's in her moveset, things like how her unique tentacle mechanic actually works, and even to really get into the weeds of the small details, Majin Obama breaking down a just frame timed version on one of her special moves to reward that precise execution and timing. Additionally, in one of his videos, Sajam referenced that even since his hands-on time with the game pre-Evo 2023, the character has dramatically changed and moved in some new directions. So it's great to hear more and more of how Riot is responding directly to player feedback to polish things up and change direction on characters when they need it most. Go check out the other creators' videos and see for yourself just how they're helping shape up the game, and of course I'll drop some links in this video's description to point you in the right direction. Now, speaking of those actual changes to the game itself, there were numerous user interface changes since the last playtest to clear things up in the visual department. We got things like these squared off new HUD bars, prompts when assists are ready to be called for that extra level of clarity, better visual cues for game mechanics too, like wake up attacks now being much more clear than before, and even Fury's rage mode having this aura effect to showcase just how pissed off Darius is. Outside of just the visual components, things like combo routes have been changed, chip damage is now able to kill blocking characters, and even some other eagle-eyed folks have pointed out potential changes to characters' movesets and controls. The game is clearly evolving already and will certainly continue to do so before it launches. Now, moving on, a surprise to absolutely no one, it looks like we finally have our confirmation that yes, the game will not only have alternate colors and chromas for champions, but there will be alternate costumes likely for purchase as well. Shocker, I know. But a cool tidbit alongside this is user AW noticed this project lettering alongside the actual project symbol in the background of one of the menus in the game. So we might just have an idea of not only that skin lines are coming, but potentially one of the first skin lines we can expect to see when the game actually launches. More on the content creator front, Sajam also had several in-person developer interviews that I would highly recommend. That include Caroline making her return to further discuss Illaoi's 2XKO design, information about the game's music and sound direction, and some of the other directors getting into the bigger picture, while discussing things like the game's feeling and the choices they are making for the future of it as a live service game. Continuing along, Riot themselves also did have some cool things in person to promote the game as well. There were more goodies handed out like these new lanyards, chibi-style champion pins, 2XKO branded tote bags and hats, and even a raffle on Twitter that included these absolutely gorgeous custom Razor Kitsunes. Side tangent, I really hope these and the previously shown off arcade sticks come for sale in the near future because they are beautiful. Much like the Evo Las Vegas setup, there was also these classic arcade cabinets set up here too, this time branded with the official 2XKO titling and branding and a color scheme to match it instead of the Riot style logo that they had before. And speaking of that new branding look, we can step into the realms of theory crafting for just a moment to shout out Nitten for his assessment of this 16x patterning for the game's setups, potentially teasing the idea of the game having 16 characters for its base roster. It's a bit of a stretch, I know, but there's something about the way that it looks. It does actually look like a character select screen, so who knows, could be an intentional Easter egg, or maybe it's just something that happens to look that way for no particular reason. I'll let you all decide on that one. And finally, before I leave you guys, one other thing that stands out to me quite a lot right now is that we actually don't have an official word for when the next playtest will be. If you check the 2XKO website now, the banner has been changed to just state that the game is coming in 2025. There's not like an upcoming demo build, which there has been for some of the previous playtests before it, which comes as a bit of a surprise considering that one of the FGC's other huge events is coming up right around the corner in Combo Breaker just a few weeks away. So maybe they're going to quickly reveal it that Combo Breaker is going to have a playtest sometime soon, which would be really nice because I actually happen to be going to that particular event. Or maybe, just maybe, they might be working towards those actual at-home playtests that the devs seem to be constantly reminding us of lately. It seems like they've been bringing it up quite a lot, so they might just be coming sooner than we originally expected. But hey, your guess is as good as mine. I'm not trying to get anyone's hopes up. Take it with a massive grain of salt. So with that being said, that is all I've got for today. Thank you guys so much as always for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you on another one sometime soon. Have a good one.